Alright. So to set the stage, we are in the middle of... There's not really a great place to put myself, by the way, but we can move around a little bit here. We're in the middle of this dungeon. If I look at my map here... Oh, well, the map is the dungeon. So we're trying to find our way out of this heckin' huge dungeon that we're in right here. There is like an overworld map as well. This is just like a microcosm of the game itself right now. And this is almost like FTL right here. Like every one of these nodes does something a little bit different. The other thing is, you know, unlike a lot of deck builders, it's not really a pure deck builder. It's an RPG. So you actually have like equipment slots as well. The equipment slots give you like passive effects, but they also sometimes add cards to your deck. And sometimes that can be good and sometimes it can be bad. So, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, this is an incredible piece of equipment that adds an amazing card. And sometimes you're like, oh, it's an incredible piece of equipment, but it adds like a trash card. And you also have stats and like traditional RPG style talents and stuff that you get through as well. And we'll see that as time goes on, because we're going to be doing quite a lot of fighting, honestly, here. Alright, so I'm trying to see, where have I not been? I have not fought a lot of enemies down here. Level 7. We are level 8, level 8, level 9. And our quest right now, explore the sandy caverns to look for possible entrances into the ruins of Varasitha. So we're trying to find the ruins of Varasitha. We're going to start by finding our way down here. Clear prior nodes. Prior nodes. What node have we not cleared to get here? Trying to see how we go around the... Hold on. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. No. I'm in a maze. I gotta work backwards. Oh my god. You know what? It's simple. I see enemies, I pog. The battle commences. Alright, so we start with our ranger. Now again, if you haven't watched on YouTube, you might be a little confused, but I'm going to try to walk through it as simply as possible. You've got an initiative bar where your players, you know, you can see how everybody's turns are going. You can see enemy intents the same way you could in something like Slay the Spire. You start with 3 energy. Cards cost a different amount. Each class, there's like 8 classes. They all have their own differences and unique kind of strategies associated with them. Our ranger is built essentially to just do a lot of damage. He's kind of like a deep glass cannon right now. So let's see. Wing attack on our bard. You don't like to see it. Stinger, stab, we don't really care. But these are going to be our 2 highest priority units. I think that what we are going to do is... Shatter hit does 16 damage. And then also makes you vulnerable. So we could kill you pretty easily. We'll play a shatter hit. Which, oh, and I forgot we actually... Oh, there's a piece of equipment. It is a little complicated, I'll admit. But there's a piece of equipment on her that means anytime a unit in her row attacks, she follows up. So that's how we got the kill there. Alright, and then we get to take one more shot or a dodge. We will not take a dodge. So we will do a far shot and try to smoke you. But she only does it once per turn. Alright, so for the bard, we usually start by playing intro, which we draw at the start of every battle. And then verse. Gain 8 guard, gain 2 inspiration. No, it's not what we're looking for. Apply 6 vulnerable to all enemies. I think this is what we're looking for. And then a bouncing hit on an enemy that's killable. But does it only bounce? It repeats on adjacent targets. I don't know if you're adjacent. That's my problem right now. Nothing was adjacent, but it did kill you. We'll accept that. Alright, now I gotta be honest with you. This guy right here, Lucius, is basically just the most amazing player of all time. So the thing is, he's got this one, Keen Strike. when you play Keen Strike, it makes something else in your hand cheaper. So we hit you for 15, and then that made Commanding Shout cheaper. So we will play that for a buff, and then we'll play our other Keen Strike. He's just too good. Then anytime he does a melee attack, he gets stronger. Like, it's ridiculous. So he'll also smoke you. I think he also heals every time he does damage to an enemy. Or every time he kills an enemy. Like, it's nuts. So these guys are doing nothing, but there are going to be more enemies coming in now, because this is like a marathon battle. Okay. So let me look here. Mend is a heal card. We don't need to play it. Shatter Hit is pretty good. So I think what we're going to do here is... I bet we can kill all these enemies, honestly. Check this out. You're going to do critical aim and give yourself 12 critical. That means your next shot does 12 more damage. Then you're going to do this sick AoE right here. And you have applied a lot of vulnerability to these enemies. Now, all she needs is a bouncing hit, which she did not draw. That's pretty bad. But what we can do is give 6 critical to our melee unit. And then that's 2 damage, 8 damage, 10 damage. I think we should apply as much guard as possible to you, just in case. And then you just need to do a lot of damage, please. If you'll excuse me, I'm also going to go close the door, because the white noise generator is on. That should keep us safe for about 2 minutes. Alright, so Show of Force just gives us more offensive power. I'm going to be honest, we're actually going to get hit for sure. But if we can kill you, then the guard will keep her alive. So I think, hold on, this will do 38 damage. Let's start there. What does Daze do? Generate 30% less guard? We do not care. We'll Pommel Strike you. And then we'll parry ourselves. I don't think anybody's taken physical damage. Like, he got hit, but he's got guard. You're using guard. You're hidden, but we got 12 block. Nothing to concern ourselves with. Alright, so this guy, snip, snip, he wants to cut it off. Now, this is the dream. Because you have triple shot. So if you can get crit, then you can do 3 times the crit value. Truly incredible. However, draw a card. So there's a lot of like cool payoff cards or gamble cards for the ranger. If you play this, you get 7 critical and you draw a card. If your draw is an attack, basically you get a refund on your energy. It was not an attack. But we still did get to draw a 0-cost card. So we'll just put a trap down there. And then I'm like... So it should do... It might do 14-7-7, which would not be great. But if it does 14-14-14, we'd be pretty pogged. It's only the first hit. You hate to see it. It's like the exact amount to just be slightly off. We're gonna weaken a second enemy. So that maybe bouncing hit can get you killed. We can start to play a little faster now, too. So bouncing hit, this is our upgraded one. You love to see it. You do have 1 medal right now. We'd like... Yeah, okay, here we go. Get 6 crit. All allies get 7 crit, and we get an inspiration. And then a sick bouncing hit, like right here. Okay. I bought this game after the first sponsored episode, and it is hella good. Thanks. No need to thank me, but you are correct. It is a very good game. Congratulations. You have completed a great game. And then this is just heavy pog status. Diving Zone is like a super lethal attack. Unfortunately, we can't really do it because we got to make sure that you die. And I'm like, I'm not sure. What do you have 20 crit? I feel like I can do a move of 1. No, a move of 2. Hold on, let me look for a second. I think I should move you here and then do this for 1. You both die. That's beautiful news. Okay, nobody's getting hit. It is unique. Like, you know I love a pure deck builder as well. Like Slay the Spire is one of my favorite games ever made, and... Oh, you know what? Hold on, check this out. I would like to move you. Oh, I can only move me. Okay, I thought I could move them onto the trap. But, you know, pure deck builders are awesome. But I also very much like this for having more RPG elements. It's almost more of like a single player focused, like the Gwent or Thronebreaker, the Witcher Gwent game, but that with a bit more of a deck building focus and less puzzles. I like it. It's a neat fusion for sure. So hold on, I gotta think about this. You're doing 7 damage to me, you're doing nothing. I mean, we have no problems here at all, but we do have no attacks, which is kind of that's our main problem right now. Now we have an attack. We do have 24 crit, but now I can't hit you because... Oh, but now I can move myself back with the shift card, and then I can smoke you. Okay, now we're talking. No reason to play those. And then I'm like, you already have vulnerability? This will kill you. Alright, we've done it. No levels up yet, but very close. Some gold. Strange incense. A shield. I don't know if anybody else on our team can have a shield. But we'll take it anyway because we can sell it in town. And then... The equipment is kind of in a weird spot because we don't really have any equipment we want to lose. Everything two-handed or blunt, like we're kind of pogged where we stand. But I would say that the carrion call, because it has slots, might be the best option for us. Maybe it'll sell nicely. Yo, what is this? Sigmund's Pride, a legendary belt. Gain 3 might every turn, gain 1 fragile every turn, plus 5 maximum HP and plus 1 to strength-based challenges. So the strength-based challenge stuff is like, you'll encounter stuff like in the dungeon that requires you to roll dice, and you'll have to roll like a certain value in order to complete the challenge and get a reward. So having something that gives you extra strength is super good. And we don't have a belt on our melee hero yet. So that's pretty sweet. It does have like a Dungeons and Dragons sort of vibe to it for sure. So someone told me I could put blue runes in blue things. Attached skills grant +1 channel when used. And I could put red runes in red things. Grant 1 might, grant 1 might. Attached cards are converted to strength skills. Attached skills are mastered. I still don't know how we equip it though. I thought we had to go back to the blacksmith, but I might be incorrect. Okay, we don't have a key to get in here, right? Or maybe we can travel past it. We can travel past it. Level 7 dungeon event. You click the slots, click the rune slot on the item. I am a fool. I feel like I'm losing my mind though. I'm like, okay, I've clicked the rune slot. How do I then drag the rune? You can't change gear during an event. Son of a... Okay. You come across the remnants of a grisly battle. The bodies of a dozen soldiers lie here, drained to a husk. They never stood a chance. Search the bodies. You'll gain items, but enemies will have an additional trait. Or say a prayer and move on. Let's say a prayer, which also gives us +1 fate, which allows us to change our dice rolls in the future. Okay. Insert a rune. I gotta figure out which one I want. I wanted a mastery rune, even though it's maybe a little bit of an overuse. We got nothing we can put in there. What's spirit rune? Attached skills grant +1 channel when used. I don't know how to use that really. I don't know if I have any skills that reward channeling. Alright, so dude, it's a big dungeon. Shifty Stonewall. Your heroes do not heal in between battles as well, by the way, which is why, like, Mend is super useful long-term. So I think, like, it's not a great play, necessarily. 16. Honestly, I think we just ice you. It's not amazing, but at least it gets a kill. We really want to have our Bard have more initiative, so that the Bard can crit up the Archer first, but it is what it is. Okay. We draw cards. You are doing 15 damage, you are doing 11 damage. It's a little spicy. I want to get... You know what? Yeah, I like this. So you get inspiration, and then all allies will get 4 critical because of your inspiration. And now you have 14 crit. I was just gonna say, anything that hits multiple targets is gonna be pretty sick. So I think this is pretty good. It's not gonna quite get the kill. So we might take some hits here. We might take a lot of hits here, actually. Oh! Alright. Hey! The good news is we can camp and get some HP back, but that is spicy for sure. We can hit you. Okay, so we're gonna do critical aim, and then we're gonna do a rebounding. No, yeah, then we're gonna do a rebounding hit. Should get you guys moving around, and then she finishes with the combo piece, and then you're just kind of stuck, unfortunately. Now, we want you to get weakened, but not die, so because we have heal on kill. I didn't want you to move that far. I want you to move back up. Oh, I can't hit you here. Okay. We should still be able to easily get the kill, though. Alright, so we'll move down, too. And then smoke you. There we go. Little heal on kill. Sapphire ring. +5 cold resist. Oh, dude! Safe passage. Gains 1 supply and recover 8 HP. Extremely pogged. We need the HP. The supply is this. There's almost like, once you get out of the dungeon, there's like an Oregon Trail style aspect to the game. So it really does have a lot of mechanic stuff going on. Alright, we have a level up. Gain +3 maximum HP? No. Add a stat point? Not necessary right now. You know what? Let's learn... Let's learn some tempo too. And we get to draw 4 cards from the deck and then pick one. Gain 1 inspiration. Target ally draws a card. If you have greens, you get to keep some more cards. Gain 8 guard, removed... I don't like... We already have an intro. We can't really take it. Gain 8 guard, gain 1 inspiration. Keep this value of inspiration for 1 turn. Target will act first for the next 1 turns. +2 turns for each inspiration if you have green, which we don't. So I'll be honest with you, we're doing a verse of Breeze, which I don't necessarily think is incredible. But I'm telling you, I don't know how to use the Bard as well. I should have just taken like a Cleric or something. I would have been way better off. Yeah, the skill tree is really cool. So for anyone that didn't watch on YouTube, the way that the skill tree works is... After a certain number of skill points spent, i.e. like levels gained, you actually unlock like a whole other diamond that looks like these, but with different configurations of these, and then you get to choose where to put it. So you can actually, like, you're not just going through one skill tree. As you get more and more skills, you can actually, like, design your own grid, basically. It's a neat approach for sure. Now, we do also have one talent as well. So let's see. +4 bonus to a persuasion challenge roll once. Oh, but rest in camp or at an inn to recover. Players start the next battle with +2 haste. I've already gotten your initiative up, haven't I? You hate to see it. I want you to have even more initiative, if possible. Plus, recover 1 HP every round. I mean, it's pretty good. You know what? Let's go for Charm, just in case we get some persuasion abilities. We gotta do the same on our Ranger as well. So him, I'm like, discard a skill. There are some skills I don't really love. So I think, like, typically with him, our dodges are not that good for sure. But I also think improved arrow tends to not pay out very nicely here. But it does cost 0, so let's remove our dodge here. Yeah, it is in early access, by the way, so everything you see is subject to change or improve. Now, I don't really want to make your initiative higher. You know what? Just take the classic, like, gain XP faster. And then... yeah, we don't need to use any of those. Alright. Moving on. He is a little wounded, but I'm not sweating it yet. A treasure room. Hidden blade is good, but we already have a crossbow equipped. Another treasure room. We're just looking for the entrance to the ruined city. Death Torque. Grants attack of opportunity +1 card draw. Plus 9% poison resist. I mean, +1 card draw is, like, insanely great. I think we actually want that on our Bard, if possible. Because we need her to have more cards to set up the kind of combo plays we're looking for. And then, +1 dex. That's probably good on you. And you have a legendary aim. Okay, so we're fine. But unfortunately, we have reached a dead end. And we'll continue trying to explore. Okay, so we have to complete a D&D dice roll check now. The floor suddenly gives out from underway, opening into a small pit of cracked skulls and bloody spears. I will choose Lucius to complete it. He needs to roll an 11, but he has a +4 modifier because of his stats, I believe, and equipment. We can also use a skill. It's a neat mechanic. We can use a skill to augment our roll even more. But if you use the skill until you get to a camp, the skill is unusable again. So you'll draw like a dead card when you draw it. But I'm pretty confident in this one. Thank you, Cloudbox, for the cheer. Thank you. So here you go. We need to roll a 7 or better. We rolled a 14. Pretty solid. He gained 220 XP. We get to move on. Nice roll. Dude, we have so much equipment. Magic Bow. Grants cover fire. It applies 1 enfeeble the next time you use prime shot on a target. Dude, you know what? What's your crossbow? Oh, your crossbow gives you shatter hit, which is super good. Yeah. I don't want to get rid of that. Okay, so we should... have we been here? We have not been here. Alright, where's our next spot we'd like to go? I think we should go... oh, clear prior notes. Those are not on the same path. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. I'm still like... this dungeon is so huge, dude. Alright, now we got another event. What is this? It's a key! We should get that. Alright, you come across the entrance to a tunnel. This is a strength check. We need to roll a 4 or better. And I'm not using anything, because this guy, I mean, he's pogged to the gills, right? We rolled a 12, which gave us a... Or we rolled an 8, which gave us a 20. You get 4 rare crystals. So these are crafting materials. It gets harder as time goes on. We're going to send it again, though, with Lucius. He's a 65% chance to succeed. We have succeeded again and gotten a lot of experience. You got 8 rare crystals. Honestly, that's where I leave. I dare not tempt fate any further. You come across a muddy chest in a clearing. Someone who has scrawled a warning about a curse being inflicted on the one who opens this chest. You can't make out the rest. Good outcome, bad outcome. Let's do it. Party decision. Lucius was cursed with 2 unlucky. Suffering a -2 penalty to all challenge rolls. Cannot reroll failed challenge rolls. I think I speak for everybody when I say bruh. Yo, a legendary piece of light armor. Removes up to 2 debuffs on all allies in a square. Restore 6 HP when you use Cleansing Circle. Plus 2 HP, plus 2 intelligence, plus 2 guard with blue intelligence defense skills. Has 2 sockets. I mean, obviously we're taking it. Can you wear light armor, my friends? You cannot. You can. And you can. Yeah, we prefer this. Absolutely. Okay, go here. Maybe we try to get to this key at least. I think we're gonna beat this dungeon. It might take us some time, but I think we're gonna beat it. We originally came down here way under-leveled, so it's improvement already. So I'm gonna be honest. We want to roll you here, which then also allows us to mend, which will heal him for 4. That's pretty valuable. After that, I would say, sadly, you really just want to, like, shatter hit. Do some damage. 6, 6, 8, 5. We got a lot of damage coming out, unfortunately. So we will start with the intro. It's not amazing. I'm gonna be honest. I think we want to do. I think we just want to do all allies gain 7 critical, and then a little bouncing hit. And it did actually get 2 kills, which is incredibly lucky. Oh, you got to go first. I wasn't even looking at the initiative bar. Okay, you always start with Keen Strike because it makes something cheaper. You're more deadly and more annoying for that. I don't even think I can hit you back there anymore, though. Oh, maybe I can. I can indeed. Okay. So we can play parry for free, which is nice. Our Bard is going to take a serious hit. That's okay. We're going to ice you, and then we're going to put up a wall of thorns on ourselves regardless. You should give your Bard strength points, because strength points synergize with her red cards. Honestly, I had no idea. That's great intel. We can ice you in 1 hit. That's pretty good. We should just hit you, honestly, because then she just needs to land the hits here to finish it off. You're getting hit for 5 this time. Well, you know what? Check this out. So we move up 1. Then with bouncing hit, he gets guard because of his attack of opportunity. But now you're hitting me! Whatever. Give me guard. Now, mend, you still have to draw mend. You can't just use it as like a default skill, as sick as that would be. Sir, I would like to, if possible, get myself to this key. Let's go to the deadly encounter. Maybe it'll open up for us. Noxious Touch. Apply 1 poison every time damage is dealt. Well, luckily, you're all attacking on the first turn. Minkus. So hold on. This would do 26. This would do 52 to you. Does 52? We gotta kill you. I mean, it's you gotta prioritize that kind of action. You're hitting you. You're hitting you. You're hitting. Okay, so we need some dodge ability. Then we're gonna draw. We have attacks of opportunity, which is not useful at all. Applying vulnerable to all enemies is not bad. It isn't. But I'm also like... I guess vulnerable on enemies is better. But we want to gain inspiration first. So you take crit. And then all enemies get 8 vulnerable pass turn. Alright. So you always start Keen Strike. It will get a kill, and it'll make something cheaper. It made double slash much cheaper. 32 plus plus. Hold on, I gotta see who's attacking who. I don't mind if our tank gets hit. I don't mind if our bard gets hit once, but our bard can't get hit 2 times. 32 plus plus. Not dead. Now dead. 36 damage is nice, but let's just put up some guard and thorns. I am pogged out of my Gordian Quest. I'm glad to hear. I'm keeping the pogs flowing here. Go ahead, hit me, do a little damage. I don't care. I am still waiting for what's gonna finally teach me how to use the oh, dude, great follow-up. For what's gonna finally teach me how to use the Bard effectively, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm kind of like waiting on this. I know we didn't, but I was like, I hope you draw your heal, because that would have removed one of our debuffs, right? All right, we've leveled up again. We got heavy armor, or medium armor. Grants reinforce, which gains 2 armor, plus 1 to defense skills. Master 1 defense card in your hand at the start of battle. Seems interesting. Yo! What about this? Sigmund's Resolve. Oh my god. You can only choose one? I was like, I'm just gonna loot the little stuff first. You fool. Okay, hold on. Lucius, you gotta level up here. I like your deck, I do. Let's have you, let's have you learn a skill from the Swordsmanship deck. Deal 15 damage for every AP point spent. Vulnerable is 50% more effective. Absolutely not. 10 damage and a bleed, 4 guard. I would rather have a skill exchange point, please. Thank you. I don't like any of those cards. I think we were better off swapping a card. So I don't like parry. Get out of here. Out of all these, I don't tend to like vulnerable. Even though slash is not that good. Just because he always goes last for me, so I think vulnerable is worth disproportionately less. You take medium armor, sir? You do. Okay, so we will give you this, which does put another defense card in your deck. I need to figure out how we get down here. You think maybe if we fight this guy, it'll open a path through the bottom? I doubt it, but I want it to be true. Okay. This is a weird one, but I definitely like critical aim, shatter hit, 1 free kill. Then I think I like... No, we need to do intro first. We always need to do intro first. You are trapping. You are zapping. You are zapping. I think we always give inspiration and then apply vulnerability. Thankfully, we get to go first. Dude, Keen Strike is like, it's just too good. You made something free. You made something free. You're free. We win. Alright, easy enough. Rare Quiver. Grants Caustic Arrow. Next Prime Shot applies 2 poison, plus 2 guard on Battlestar, plus 1 dex. I mean, you always go for equipment. Dude, give me the quiver. But also, how do I get to the freaking... Ah! I'd just like to go here. Maybe this will open up a path. It did! Do not use Shrine. Get me out of there. The dream is finally real. A group of Sakani soldiers rest here, tending to their wounds. They request some of your medical supplies as they're running low. You may have them. You may have them. Deadly Encounter, level 9. Well, hold on. Let's go to the treasure first. Gain 5 critical, draw a card. You know what? Give me... I mean, give it to me anyway, but I actually don't think we want to equip it. Alright. Yo, both keys are here, dude! Insanely poggy. This one's only level 7, too. I would indeed like a tactical roll, please. That's not what we're looking for. I'll give you that much. It's not what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for, though. So I actually don't fully understand how shifting affects us. Like I thought you could maybe use it to get out of the way of attacks, but I think it might only get out of the way of, like, melee attacks. And ranged attacks will still hit you regardless. Yeah, we do like the vulnerability. I do like the vulnerability. Anytime you start with Keen Strike, you're a very, very happy man. Imagine yelling, "You're finished" at a bat. It's like, you know, what are you expecting it to say? 24. Can't even hit you with that, huh? We only have 1 energy left. Well, probably just kill you. We might take a little damage, though. How much did Indy pay you to be in his new video? Indy and I have a great working relationship, where 9 out of the 10 times that he messages me, he says something like, hey, I made you something cool, check it out. And then 1 out of 10 times, he says, hey, do you want to have a cameo in my new video? It'll be literally 10 seconds of work. And I go, okay, that seems fair. It's a good situation for sure. I am going to use my shatter hits rather than trying to draw. And then, why don't you draw a card? I want to see how this works. And then give all allies critical and then land some bouncing hits. I do support him on Patreon, so it's not just... It's not exclusively one-sided. I suppose. Silver key. And then, ooh, nice drip. No legendaries, huh? We don't want wands. Give me a rune. I did it again. Don't talk to me. I did it again. The worst thing is that the rune was like... the skill that's attached to this piece of equipment heals you for 2 every time. And that seems insanely great. Alright, well, we definitely want to move so we can mend. And then a shatter hit is still super good. That one's my bad. I don't blame the game for that one. Then, quick intro. We don't have... Yeah. I'm gonna give you crit, and then I'm gonna bounce some hits off you. I'll take it. Or we did have crit, we didn't have vulnerability is what I meant. Alright, this is what we're looking for. Keen strike. It's not gonna get a kill, but it's gonna move you and make something cheap. And now that this is cheap, you're dead. We got 2 left. Well, we're not getting too much more done, quite frankly. We are going to take some damage. We'll take some armor, and we will hit you with a light slash. Don't drain her blood, okay? Stop that. It's getting a little much. Alright, nice moves. So she does have bleed. That's okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna say, that's almost lethal. I think we hit you with this. And she finished the job! I forgot. And then I'm like, the rebounding hit is pretty pog. Cyclops Dan. It's highly cursed. I mean, I would like to remove your own debuffs, but I think bleed means... Oh, every time you use AP, you take damage. You go next, huh? You're not attacking. So I'm like, you know what? I think you actually pass the turn. So she doesn't take extra damage. And then I get to go anyway. One second, this is a weird one. I think we just ice 2 of you. No, we want to ice these 2. Okay. This seems fine. Dan needs our support to clutch the Cinco Minkus challenge. I feel like, I was very much rooting for Daniel in the Cinco Minkus challenge. Then I went to take a shower, and 45 minutes later, he was still on the first task. And I went, I think this is pretty unlikely. Just because, you know, the last thing on the list is Tetris 99. Yo, Magic Missile. And I'm like, I don't think this guy's gonna have an easy time playing Tetris 99. Hold on. You have no boots. You need these. These give you initiative. Now you go first, and we actually look good instead of terrible. You, honestly, give me some decks. And then, let's keep it simple. On our Bard, I'm gonna get a stat point. And I'm gonna give you some strength. Flight Simulator is not working for him. Oh no, so he's doing Tetris 99 earlier. Okay, so now we gotta unlock these doors. Hold on. This is the one right here. Clear prior nodes to access this. We need to do this one. Fair enough. Oh, clear prior nodes to access this. You really ranked household appliances, huh? I did really rank household appliances. And I will do it again. If necessary. Because I stand by my opinion. I think I gave very good reasoning for everything that I said. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have completed our quest. Floor 2! Oh no! What do you need to be? Level 19?! Are you crazy? Alright, step 1. Treasures. Treasure. Oh my, what the heck is this? This leads to another area. Level 19. Level 19. What level are we? Level 10. Oh, son of a gun, dude. Well, let's see what happens if we go down here. Oh. What do you want? Level 19. You know what? Sure, I'll get some movement here. Plus 8 HP. I don't know if we should keep going down. Level 19. Alright, let's... Level 20. Alright, I'll tell you. We're gonna go up a little bit. We need to go much deeper than I had originally thought. Get me out of here. We need to grind a bit. I think we can fight the level 19s before we are level 19. But we at least, you know... We don't want it to be that big of a gulp. Garbage hole? Oh, it's a Dan raid. Okay. I thought there was something in game called the garbage hole. Dan, best of luck next time in the Cinco Minkus challenge. It's very ambitious. You were watching Gordian Quest, a game with a level of pageantry the world may have never seen before. It's a deck builder. It's an RPG. It's got loot. You know what it's like Tarkov meets Slay the Spire. Meets FTL. So right now, we're in the middle of our, it's our raid. And we have spawned into the map of Factory. Okay, so she finally gets to go first. So you play the guitar. Step 1, play the guitar. Step 2, this one seems a little scary. Step 2, you want to gain inspiration. The easiest way to do that is either making an ally draw a card or giving some crit. We're going to give some crit. Then we're going to give all enemies 7 vulnerability. Which was actually 10 because we had inspiration and a good tone. Now I do love rebounding hit. Let's draw. We gain crit. We did not draw an attack, which hurts. But you know what? We got to land some rebounding shots there. And we can make sure the spider's dead no matter what. I do not wish to shift. Yeah, everybody wish Dan a happy birthday as well. Happy birthday, Daniel. Enjoy your day. Keen Strike was huge here. It made Diving Zone better, which is almost going to allow us to get 2 kills. Off by 1, dude. Wing attack for 8 damage. We don't sweat those. I have thorns, so he just died essentially for no reason. Do you have mend, sir? Because you have mend, you should pass your turn. Wait a minute. Yeah, you go first. You might as well shift, I guess. Oh, you have to put it on them. I forgot. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? It doesn't really matter, because, like, we just need you to kill your turn. I guess you have to spend all your energy every turn, which is kind of interesting. And then we'll play Mend. And we're all pogging. I guess you didn't really need that Mend, but he did. And then we will hit you very hard. And, the follow-up almost got it done. Whoever gets the last hit actually gets more experience as well. So getting it on the Bard is not bad. But we're not leveling up here. A spike shield we do not care for. The Flooded Grotto, floor 1. Oh, dude, now we're in FTL zones. Is there a reason you wouldn't use all your energy? Well, sometimes you might just want to hit, you know, like, move on. If it's better off for you to have not played it. Or for your turn to just not do anything, I guess. That's what I mean to suggest. So we want you to have inspiration. Then we want to apply vulnerable to all enemies. And then this guy, there's a huge attack of opportunity. These T's are triggers. So you know that there's attack of opportunity potentiality here. So you'll do something like this. And the pogs are going to slow. Dude, she's too good. And I don't think we need you to... You know what? Actually, I will have you move. Just because our tank has, like... some cards that do better for adjacent allies. See? And it just worked right there. Dude, Diving Zone is, like, insanely good. Probably start off with something like that. I do feel like there's some Monica energy out of the Bard when she gets a lethal attack. Just pass that. And you can finish the job if you want. Look at that. Dude, it's too easy. I have it on high authority that we are pogging. If you're just joining from Dan's chat as well, hold on. I think I'm gonna do this sensible thing. And no, you know what? I'm not gonna do this sensible. You know what? I'm gonna do this sensible thing. I'm gonna take a strength point. But there is a new skill grid to unlock as well here. Let's put it down here because we can already make it down there. Yo, I didn't know there was a duplicate. But there is Dungeons and Dragons style dice rolling in this game as well, and you may experience it right here. You will not. A Noyakin and Sakani scavenger argue over ownership of a trove full of what appears to be Venean pottery. Unable to come to an agreement, they defer the decision to you. I have no memory of what faction I've been sticking with. Let's keep them balanced. I feel like I don't give the Noyakin anything, so we're going to give them something there. This chat is now in just Monica mode. I didn't realize that when I asked Kate who her favorite girl in the game was, and she said Monica, just Monica. Like, she was hitting me with an inside joke. Okay. You get the crits. You get the vulnerability. And you have the trigger to finish this off. So we like putting... You just stick a trap down there. We can finally use improved arrow and far shot. We want to use it to kill something that wouldn't otherwise die. Preferably something that wouldn't otherwise die that also is going to attack. So I think you're the best option there. And then we can also build a sentry turret like here, which might block some damage. It's the first time we've seen the sentry turret in action. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Joker. There's probably multiple ways to kill multiple enemies, but... Or to kill 3 enemies. But, I mean, come on. How can you not like that? Even if we end up taking a little hit, who cares? Gripsu! Thank you, sentry turret. Hold up. We need inspiration. We can't get inspiration. But we can do a bouncing hit. That's pretty good. And then we could rend you. Alright. The Pogs are pogging here. We're taking the easy way out on a lot of these, I will admit. We do have a new skill block. Let's put it there. Because then it gives us stat access. We can get another point of dexterity. And we can clone a card. I think I should have had my ranger roll, like, traps and turrets. I think that would have been a cool way to do it. Instead, I just got him shooting bows and arrows like a fool. You come across a marble fountain. I mean, in honor of the garbage hole raid, how could we not do a white marble slurp? We're opening up the mini fridge and drinking out the nectar. Clear water flows from it, inviting you to quench your thirst. Thank you. Can I get dang chug or what? Does he still have that, or did he delete it? What is it? Dang. It is dang chug. Okay. Dang chugs in chat. I see an unbroken line. Gained 3 supplies. You know, we got it. I would have expected it to be a little bit more pogged up than that, but we did indeed get it. Thank you. Alright, this one's no problem, dude. 6 little spiderlings. Same turn every single time. Gain inspiration, please. Oh, we actually, you know what? We don't have gain inspiration the normal way, so we'll do that instead. And then apply vulnerable to all enemies. You love to see it. Alright, then she's got the way to finish this off. So you love a little shatter hit. Although I'm like, dude. Hate to do it. Because now this makes this worse, but I wanted to try to get the... I wanted to try to get the crit. It's much worse. Much worse indeed. I thought it was worth a shot, though. Dude, this is like the worst draw we've ever had. We don't have any of our, like, kill cards. So I would like to kill you. I don't mind getting hit for 6. That doesn't bother me. You have vulnerability, too? It says 24. I mean, that just destroys you, obviously. I think we gotta make sure our bard is more protected. We'll do something like that. Dude, I need more energy. If I could get to 4 energy, none of these enemies would ever do any damage to me. You have metal. You need inspiration. Okay, here you go. You know what? Why don't you get the crit? Because you're going to be taking the next attack. And then move closer. You do have the trigger again, which is nice. Are you getting hit? You are not. You are. Okay, play some quick barrier then. And how about a rend? Can finish the job here with a very Monica-S energy coming off of it. Triple shot is definitely going to kill you. Then a little sentry turret to finish the job. And then, you know what? Let's shift you. No, we're still getting hit on that. Alright, so we just need to find a way to destroy you. We could have done that better, actually. I actually don't think I'm going to be able to. I didn't even play that as my first... Oh, I did play it as my first card. Never mind, it was easy. Easy enough. Dude, how much equipment can we hold? This is getting a little bit absurd. More tempo, please. This is what we're looking for. Discard a card. 2 random cards are going to be easier to play. That's what we need in our deck, even more so than the legendary. I don't know why I said it like that. The legendary. Okay, put that in there. Alright, now 3 hours in, we're finally ready for the deck to pop off. See, we're going up to the shifting sandstorms. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh! Legendary! A golden legend! Okay, well, you know how it's going here. You draw. We did not get our discard ability. We need to gain inspiration. You get the crits this time. And then we want to give 24 inspiration. That sounds good. 12 inspiration to all allies. Sure. We want to see Shatter hit. We got Shatter hit. No triggers on this one, but that's okay. It's a beautiful shot nonetheless. And then might as well just pog yourself up there. Oh, dude, this is huge. So you have 12 crit. Keen Strike doesn't do as much damage as I'd like, but it's still pretty sick. You're hitting him. You're hitting me? Nobody else is doing anything. So we like that. 13? Oh, dude, look at that. I still think our Bard... Well, he's gonna take damage, but he has guard up, so no big deal. Hey, we're pretty much out of control here. Okay, I want you to draw, so that, like, someone in chat just described it, so you can get the Naruto jump. If we Naruto run... They can't get us. No, they can't stop us all. Mend is unnecessary. For the first time ever, Caustic Shot actually has, like, a reason. Although we just poisoned an enemy we killed anyway, so no big deal. I would like to kill both enemies. It cannot be done, I think. But, I mean, we got our Naruto attack, but at the same time, I'm like... This guy's not doing anything, so I really don't care what he's getting up to, you know what I mean? Actually, you know what I think now? The sentry turret might kill you after you go. It's gonna be close. Alright, that's alright. I'd rather she has the lethal shot anyway. We need inspiration? We got inspiration? We did not get inspiration? This is not a good, this is not a good turn for us. We didn't draw the card we're looking for. You're dead, though. NL's not good. He's just over-leveled. But in its own way, isn't being over-leveled a skill in and of itself? I will lose supplies to gain favor with the faction every time. Yeah, it's indicative of my skill in choosing when to engage in battle, which is a big part of victory in battle, if Sun Tzu is to be believed. This is a pretty good bouncing hit, but nah, we gotta... You get it, then we make all enemies vulnerable. I don't really love this, honestly. But let's take our chance. It just had to be an attack, which it wasn't. Either way... I mean, you're attacking. I think I'd rather just hit you. And then, don't you follow up? I guess you don't have to if it doesn't... If there's no need. Okay, we needed our Naruto attack, and we got it. I think we like this one. That's a big Naruto. Okay. Apply 3 poison. I do not care. I wish this guy started in the middle. That's like the #1 complaint. Because I gotta spend 1 action to move it there. Alright. Gain inspiration. Get this guy to draw through his deck faster. All allies get crit. You love to see it. Then, we're probably getting hit. Maybe not, but you gotta play a dodge regardless. There's nothing better. Alright, so who's attacking? This guy's attacking. We already have 12 crit. Like, this will smoke you. I feel like rebounding hit is what we're looking for here. Because she finishes the job. Some people will tell you that was an accident. Those people would be absolutely correct. I think our best play is this. And you're attacking. It'll be 21-8-8. Yeah, you're going to die. We'd love to see it. Pretty sure you're, like, mega smoked. Might as well take this anyway, because we got more enemies coming. There's 7 reinforcements remaining. So improved arrow is actually good. And oh my god, we got this for once. Improved arrow is good, but it only works with other shots called primed shots. And we don't have that many primed shots in our deck. So basically, I'm a dummy. I built my deck backwards as a joke. I thought it would be funny. The other thing is, when we get primed shots, oftentimes we're like not even pogged. Because they tend to be like not that great. Just being honest. Ah, he walked into my trap! I mean, you're right, like, it doesn't hurt to play improved arrow, but it does not help either. Unless it helps. Because I think, I don't know, maybe it doesn't deactivate turn to turn. In which case, you would definitely be right. Alright, so we're going to discard a card in hand. We're going to discard slow tempo. Because I don't use it properly. Actually, you know what? Discard your unupgraded bouncing hit. Then it's going to make 2 other cards cheaper, right? It does not appear to have made 2 other cards cheaper. I'm perturbed. Does not seem to have done that. Well, we'll start with a... Oh, we can't even hit you with Rend. We gotta move up 1. It reduces cost to 1. Oh, son of a gun. We already... All of our cards already cost 1. Not my finest move. So we want a shatter hit here. So I think we shift... No. I think we tack roll up here. We drew improved arrow, which is unfortunate. But it's still going to pick up 2 kills here. And then we should shift back, because we have synergies in the same row. And then you're, like, extremely toasted no matter what. Yeah. Alright, we got 1 reinforcement. Just play our buffs and move on. Oh, snip, snip, I want to cut it off. Hello, long time no see. Draw your Naruto attack. We can even gain... No, we can't gain more inspiration here. You don't need vulnerability. Give you some. How do you snip with an axe? Well, I mean, you know the phrase. Snarfing ain't easy. We drew no attacks on that turn. That's pretty spicy. But we won anyway. Oh, you know what I'm thinking. Deal 17 damage, plus 15 damage if you and the target are in the back row. It's not bad. Might be better than our equipment. We have so many amulets, though. I think we gotta take a green rune, honestly. We already have so many amulets. So green rune, we want to add it to a dex-based user and piece of equipment. There you go. Then, I'm like, this crossbow, it gives us shatter hit, which is like our #1 attack. So we are not messing with that. Keep it moving. Thank you for the Irish Springs. Thank you, thank you. No? No, thank you. Thank you for the Irish Springs. Much appreciated. You don't get to tell me no on this one. Okay, take the crit. Take the crit. Or maybe, I don't know, bouncing hit might be just better here. Yeah, although I could give you insane crit. I think the bouncing hit is better, honestly. Gave him a guard as well. Alright, now this is where we gotta get real money. We want the draw more than we actually care about it being free, but it was free, which is pretty sweet. So you triple shot somebody just to nuke them, and it's gonna do 18 plus 16 total. So it'll do 34. So I would say just use it on somebody that's attacking that'll die. So we'll do it there. And then sentry turret is good, but this does apply vulnerability, which I think could be pretty valuable for us. I was just gonna say, as long as we have our Naruto attack, I don't care. Yeah, that's one way to sort it out. Snarbosis, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. I'm not even supposed to snar here. Hope I don't snarf off. You drop. You already have inspiration. Apply vulnerable. And then just give yourself a little guard. I saw someone say I think the game is complicated. Like, here's the thing, okay? It's not complicated. But let's go. It's not as complicated as it looks. It takes a bit to learn the systems. That much is, like, obvious. But once you learn them, I actually think in its... Yeah, we wanted that. In its own way, like, it's a little bit, at least at my level, it's a little bit more forgiving than, like, the average deck builder. Because you have so many different ways to, like, you know, you got 3 characters, so if you draw one bad hand, your bets are hedged because you've got 3 people that could draw stuff that could cover your breaks. Or your problems, I should say. You got equipment and stuff like that as well that can mitigate issues of that, pardon me, of that, issue as well. I don't know if I just said a coherent sentence, but that's okay. Alright, Bardic Expertise, which gives us guard. No. I've got it backwards. Just get a kill. That's easy enough. I think I said issue like 70 times in that one little moment. Excuse me. Why would this do 13 damage? Next prime shot will deal more damage if there are more than 2 rows, or 2 rows, or if only if there's 2 rows. That's difficult. Okay, well, let's apply some root. Now we're doing 26 damage. Beautiful. I could move, but the movement costs AP. Not like it matters if we can just... as long as our tank gets to attack, I don't think the enemies are gonna do that much. That's where I'm at right now. So we do not have inspiration, nor do we have the means to get it right now. So I think you just bounce some of these boys in. I think you bounce some of those boys in. Might as well give all allies 8 crit, I guess. Why not? Build a sentry turret over here. I mean, you're extremely toasted. You don't need me to tell you that. I love that your tank does all the damage. He's got... when you start the game, you get to choose a legendary weapon for your main hero. And that... I got a lot of value out of that. Take a crit. Give vulnerability. I don't really want to draw. I don't really want to... You know, I'll make you draw instead. How about that? We should just be able to toast you. And I was just going to say, a shatter hit will finish the job. We didn't have a trigger attack, but that's okay. Because literally, like, anything we do will kill you. Legendary? No legendary. I think runes is most important. Oh, dude, we're moving on. Hopefully harder battles as well. So I will say, I should have said it earlier, but it's in the title. You can type Gordian, Gordian, and you can get access to this on Steam. It is on sale for the next week. It's on sale until the 3rd, I think, so maybe not the whole next week, but you should go check it out. They've recently added Act 2, which is what we're playing right now, and it's standalone. So Act 1 and Act 2 are kind of more of an anthology than anything else. But you do get to, if you complete Act 1 and roll it into Act 2... Oops, I was trying to see if I had any blue things I could equip that rune to. Then you get renown points that give you a little bit of, you know, the ability to tailor your run a little bit more when you start Act 2. It's very good and very mechanic dense, as you can see. Like, I have no idea how close we are to completing Act 2. I feel like we haven't even completed our first quest, and this is, like, gonna be 4 hours in. But you can see, it's like, every one is like its own standalone RPG campaign. You draw your Naruto card. You have inspiration. Sadly, we gotta do this. It did get a kill, I'll take it. Alright, now you have 2 attacks of opportunity. That's extremely important. Oh, we should have critted that up. We definitely should have critted that up. We can still ice you. Yeah, we did this, like, highly wrong. Just not a good use of our limited resources. Grab? Keen Strike is a gimme. Pommel will ice you. That's fantastic news. We still got 2 energy left. 13 plus plus. So it'll do 26. And then this does 14. 19, actually. I think because our might is high for every time that we do melee damage, we get +1 might. Okay, so someone's taking a hit here. It's not that bad, though. All we need to do is draw Mend, or I was just going to say, well, Cleansing Circle I don't think heals you. This one's a bummer. Because we need inspiration for Bardic Expertise, but we can't really get there. So I guess we will play this because there's no reason not to. And then we will chain some hits and put some of this up. Mend is what we're looking for. We should Hidden Blade. Improved Arrow 2 times. This time it plays itself. Far Shot. We'll do 40, 40, 40, 40. I want to attack somebody who is attacking so that we don't take damage. Quick little rebounded shot. Honestly, I feel like if I move here, kill these 2 guys, I actually don't end up taking damage. I think these guys are gonna... Oh no, they move to the front row of wherever I am. Okay. Yeah, we do have thorns. It's not the end of the world. So you do not have inspiration. We want you to have inspiration. We want you to have inspiration. We want all enemies to have 13 vulnerable. That's pretty good. Then, might as well just trap a seemingly random square. It's a pretty good shatter shot. We do have Naruto. It does do a lot of damage. I'm just not sure, because I'm like, how much damage is this? I think we can get a better, like, kill economy by not using Naruto. And again, if Naruto gets cheaper, that's even better. But I'm like, okay, we got Circumvent. That doesn't do anything. We only really have 1 more attack, so I actually do think your better play is, like... that right there. Might take another hit here, that's okay. Took no damage, just got slightly vulnerable. Ruka ate egg demon. Ain't that the truth? I've been saying that forever. Alright, quick. Oh, you're gonna gain guard, so I think we should do an attack. That's free real estate. I'm like, this kind of sucks. Go ahead, remove caustic arrow. Alright, that was pretty terrible. We'll just build a sentry turret right there then. We got Naruto again, dude. I mean, it's a pretty good time to use it right here. Yeah, like, I'll level with you. These fights lately have been pretty easy. They've been on the easy side, without a doubt. We did enter the dungeon in episode 2. Under-leveled. And it got a little spicy, for sure. I was feeling it. That worked out very well. And you might as well take... if we'd used the vulnerability earlier, that would have been better, but it's not a big deal. You're dead. You could be dead. If that's an attack. Or maybe even with that, I don't know. No, not quite. Alright. Oh, but she's finishing the job. Even better. Oh, right. We get to turn off. We'll just pause. I am thinking, like, maybe we should go peep the level 19 encounters. But I'm a little concerned that it would not work out very well for us. But the real question is, instead of thinking about, like, what if it didn't work out for us? Dude, what if it did work out for us? They are only, you know, almost twice as many levels ahead of us. Legendary? Yo, what is this? A legendary wand? I would love it. You know what? Let's take it because we can sell it anyway. You've leveled up. Okay, I want to clone a skill. We did get to clone level. Okay. I want to clone... You'd think it'd be Naruto, but our deck is already thin enough. I think you clone Keen Strike and then just get, like, disgusting combos popping off like crazy. Just looking at what we got. Gain a +2 bonus to 1 challenge roll. Let's go with that. I mean, we're getting levels fast and furious right now. For now, I'm just going through the grotto because I'm like, you know, we're in a good spot here. Why risk it, right? So we always like intro. Like, her turn is simple. Intro, gain inspiration, spend inspiration. Unless, you know what, this time we're going to use bouncing hit because it's upgraded. And we can also give this guy some guard. So it's pretty good value. Shatter hit is really good. Although we would like to move you if possible first. But then I'd have to move you back later. So, you know, I think I just like shatter and then like a rebounding shot. You have +12 crit, 28 damage on this, 33 damage on this. We want you to die, because you are attacking. So it seems like a bit of a waste, but that's okay. Then double slash is going to do 19 ++. It's not bad. Could kill you. So who are you hitting? You're hitting me? Alright, I think I speak for everybody when I say, who cares? Could kill you as well. I don't know. I'd rather just not move, I think. You're approaching me? Is that from JoJo? Be honest. It is from JoJo. Thank you, thank you. That's good intel. I reference it, but that doesn't mean I know where it's from. So it's a simple move. You want to gain inspiration. We have nothing that gains inspiration. Okay, we will make enemies vulnerable. And then give all allies critical. And then also do a sick bouncing hit on an enemy that's likely to die. That's good tempo. We got a lot of enemies, though. Random. Quick trap. Hidden Blade can give you something for free. We didn't get something for free. Caustic Arrow. Far Shot. 38 damage exactly. You love to see it. And then just chill. Alright, so we're bleeding, but I do not care. All that for a drop of blood, dude. The damage does not bother me. So there's a kill. You're doing 11 damage to me, so how about this? 12 guard. With some more guard, and also some extra thorns. Go ahead, hit me. See what happens. You took 18 damage. I had a cactus shield. Didn't you look at the art on the card? I would like to fight one big boss before the end of this, and I'm not talking about Metal Gear Solid. Excuse me, you didn't reduce the cost of this card to 1? Did you reduce the cost of this card to 1? It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm telling you, that card is, it's trolling me right now. So here's what you do, here's what you do. Shift. Tumble. And discard your dodge. And then, mend. Heals him. And you still got a triple shot available. It does 8++. So it does 24 base. We're just gonna make sure you're dead. We could have gotten some follow-ups on you, though. You know what? There's a little extra might. Oh, Naruto, dude! That's still the play. Naruto's almost always the play. The soundtrack reminds me of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Yo, but that's not a bad thing. Weren't those scored by Danny Elfman? Yeah, Danny Elfman is, he's an accomplished composer. Who's Danny Elfman is married to a famous person. Who is it? Okay, that was sick. You're very lucky I'd have to move to kill you. That's all I'm gonna say. He's married to Bridget Fonda. Isn't that right, Zach? You're hitting me now? You're hitting me now, right? Yep. You love to see it. Jenna Elfman? That's actually a really good guess. Here you go. You get the inspiration. Don't talk to me about this card. All enemies are vulnerable. Now you're roasted, toasted, burned to a crisp. Oh, we can't. Can we not move? You can't move. You're rooted, brother. Alright, we'll do it that way then. +1 to intelligence-based challenges. Plus 8% max HP seems pretty good. Honestly, give me the fire flask. Okay, hold on. You need to level up. I don't even know if I want to clone your cards. Like, I don't know what You do. I'm just giving you stats because I think those are the hardest ones to screw up. And then I'm like, you know what? Why don't you get +2 strength on top of that as well and help the party out? And then you... I do like your cards. I know what I'm doing with your cards. I'm going to say we're going to... Oh, do we not... We don't have a skill point available. Did we not level up? You... Oh, I was looking at the wrong guy. I mean, stats are like evergreen, right? But I think cloning a great skill that's already mastered in deck builder terms is really good. Just take a little bit of extra HP. That doesn't bother me. The tunnels that lead to a walkway. No, the tunnels lead to a walkway that stretches across a giant well. It appears the Vinay have used this area as a reservoir, though the water is now overflowing the banks. A panel at the end of the walkway has a series of rusted levers. An instructional tome beside it indicates the levers can be used to control the flow of water throughout Varasitha. 3 of the levers seem to still be operational. They represent the city quarters, the ley line chambers, and the waste pits. Let's redirect to the city quarters. A deep rumbling reverberates through the area. A short moment later, the flood abates as water rushes down a select pipe. I wasn't sending them to the waste pits, I'll tell you that much. Oh, so we're just like... Ah, so now that we're through here, it's like we're done in this area now. So we go back up. We got out of the garbage hole, exactly. And I want to look at my journal, too. Well, once we get up. I guess we should be exploring more, but we're already at full HP for now. Skirt. Main quest. Still exploring. Industries of Old. Recommended level 20. Fury of the Sands. Recommended level 30. So this is the overworld map that we have not seen at all over the course of the stream today, because we're still working our way through the dungeon. Okay, what level are we? 12, 12, 12. We're going to try to take on a level 19 enemy. The good news is the first level 19 enemy is probably going to be the hardest. And if we win, we'll probably get a bunch of experience. And be in a good spot. So we have like a little fight. There you go. 2 horrors, 1 horror archer, and a sand revenant. But they're level 23. Level 23. Level 2. Is this not the one? Level 23. Level 20. Are they scaling? Why would you scale, though? I'm not here yet. I haven't even fought yet. They leveled up while I was away. I mean, they don't have very much HP. I'm not sweating that part of it. Alright. You always draw. Because the metal gives us a good bonus. We still get to go with our first 3 moves, which is real important. And then +9 critical or 11 damage chaining 3 times. This time, I think we want 11 damage chaining 3 times. Make it a little easier for us to get some kills. Every shot's gonna be obstructed. So I think we like this and this. Alright. This would be a great time for Naruto. Ladies and gentlemen. Level 23 doesn't scare the crap out of me at all. That was easy enough. Yo, gloves. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. 15 enemies over 3 waves. 16 enemies over 3 waves. Alright, let's go 15 enemies over 3 waves. Chat, is there anything on Amazon Video you'd recommend? The Boys Season 1 in advance of Season 2 coming out on Friday, and The Expanse. As long as we're talking about Amazon Prime Video. Those are on real Liddy levels. Okay, I just gotta think about this one. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We have to use Bardic expertise. No Seinfeld? Yo, we don't have Seinfeld on our Amazon Prime Video, for the record. Please dump Improved Arrow. To get Caustic Arrow. Well. Oh, the follow-up! Okay, so Naruto is always good. I think you just do this. You gotta get out in front of them. Forget the keen strikes for now. Whatever. And this guy getting hit anyway. We don't care about him. 15 guard is a little bad. We gotta keep our tempo up though, because there's so many enemies spawning every single wave here. Okay. Lots of enemies. Lots of them on the back row are attacking as well. Stinks pretty bad. We need inspiration. Then, all allies get crit. Then a nice little bouncing hit at the back here could do a lot of good work. This is going to be a spicy turn, though. This is not really what you're looking for the record. I would say a shatter hit at the back is pretty sweet. I did think about the tack roll, but I think the rebounding hit after it just does so well. Alright, so we worked them out. This is a horrible draw, unfortunately. Whoops. I mean, you gotta go. Now, who's getting attacked? The wall. Me. The wall. Okay. I would like thorns and guard, please. Okay, he died to thorns. That's pretty sweet. Still a lot of enemies. I don't know why I was so scared of level 23. Turns out it's not that bad. You draw. You get free guard when we attack. First, we make you all vulnerable. Then we do a sick bouncing hit. And you get free guard. You love to see it. You... Honestly, it would be pretty sick if you just moved up one and mended the only person on our team who attacks worth a darn. And then we do want you to die, or to kill something. They'll do 32 plus 16, I think. Well, I want to make sure it kills you. 21 plus 16. It's just like barely making it. Let's go for the one that, or barely not making, I should say. We gotta go for the one that can get us a free kill. That means that we don't take damage as well. Yo, this is insanely great. Nobody has gourd. You're still attacking, but you're attacking nothing? Like, what are you doing, dude? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, he's attacking me! It was a rush, so I see. So he got to move and then attack. Okay, you know the steps. You gain inspiration. You draw your Naruto card. After gaining inspiration, We actually don't really have much to do following that, unfortunately. We can do a sweet bouncing attack that might kill an enemy. And then we might as well guard our gourd. Have you watched Cobra Kai? I honestly thought I wouldn't watch Cobra Kai. Because I thought it... I mean, I've never even seen... You're gonna laugh. The only Karate Kid movie I've seen is Karate Kid 2 on TV. So I thought it was only like... Without being rude to Dan, because I know Dan's a big fan of the movies, I kind of thought Cobra Kai would only exist for like nostalgia purposes. But I've heard that it's actually like extremely good. Like it's prestige television, and I had no idea. We should just be able to send you, right? I'm not falling for it. I mean, you know, you don't lose anything by checking it out. I guess you lose a little bit of time, but you could always be like, you know, if you don't like it after one episode, you could just bounce. NL also waited until a few months ago to watch Mal's favorite movie. That was like 14 months ago that I watched the Shawshank Redemption. That was last July. What is this? +4 maximum HP. Once per battle, gain 20 guard. If a hit takes you below 30%, that will never happen, but that's okay. +2 guard with strength defense skills. I mean, obviously that's huge. I don't... Oh, you can wear heavy armor, dude. Let's go. All right. This is big. 2 skill points. 2 skill points available. We went blues, dude. All right. Discard some trash. I know I just added these slashes to my deck, but remove them again. And then I would like to master Keen Strike. We play it quite often. This will indeed go up on YouTube. If you miss it, it'll go up on YouTube. ASAP is the goal. I gotta figure out what to do with this character. I can't believe, even still, we're just like pumping points into strength for our bard. Like, it feels like a bit of a waste. Sharpshooter that I wish you saw. Aw, frig, you were right. I know. I remember, because last July was also the last time I got sick. I got sick, and then I said, okay, fine, because I can't even work today anyway, I'll watch Mal's favorite movie. Trigger. If you deal 4 hits with a primed shot this turn, gain 1 AP. Unlikely. Cycle. Goes through and discards your draw pile until a specific card is drawn. It's kind of interesting. I'll take it. No, I got not in January. I got sick last July. Yo, big boss. Level 23. Send it, dude. I'm not afraid. Shell fragment. Uh-oh. What the heck are you? Add a shell fragment card to the hand of the unit applying the finishing blow. Blade fragment. You guys are doing a lot of damage, huh? Well, you know how we go here. We always start here. We want to gain inspiration, but we can't. So we will give all allies extra crit. I guess we're getting extra crit on top of that because of the strength, huh? That's exciting news. So we got blue, red, blue going next. So we would really like to kill you. You do have 10 crit. 36 damage, 36, 23. Okay, we do want you to die. That's not even like a question. That hurt. That one hurt for sure. You gotta go. Blade fragment. Remove all defensive buffs from a target. Do 6 damage. Well, I can do 6 damage. That's for sure. This turn's gonna hurt, though. At least there's no extra waves. Oh, dude, they didn't do anything. It's great news. There's definitely a temptation to just move and do Flaying Spike instead of doing a Keen Strike first. I think it's a better move. Although it won't quite get a kill. We can still think about it. I still like it. It's pretty close. Yikes. No, not the bard, dude. She's going through a hard time. We're still gonna make it. I got the utmost confidence. We haven't even had to camp. So we know we're playing Cleansing Circle. Because we get a sick heal out of it. It also removed our bleeding debuff, which is extremely sick. So you're hitting her again. It would be nice if she had some guard. Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll do this. Oh, we have to put it on an enemy. I forgot. I like it. Now you get to go. You do have the trigger on this one, so we like that. Okay, so check this out. Shift, tumble, dump improved arrow, and then you get to use shatter hit here, and we'll get a follow-up. That was sick. Oh, but now that I traded places, he gets hit instead. My mistake. Alright. This time, I'm like... Well, actually, this is a great Naruto. Yeah, it's just an extremely good Naruto. Apply 10 guard, triple target's guard. Okay. Turn into a living sand barrier? Alright. Take some crit. And then honestly, like, here's the thing. Take some crit. And then... There you go. Get 15 vulnerability. That's what you like to see. I will cycle and draw 2 primed shot cards. And then destroy you. And also destroy you. This wasn't too bad, dude. This, I mean, we're 9 levels below where we're supposed to be or something silly like that. Should have looked a little closer, huh? But we're still, like, pogging to the extreme. We even have, like potions and stuff. So this is, like, mad leveling up territory. I'm having a good time here. I would like to make my deck better. So continue to get Keen Strikes leveled up. Do we have talents? This is going to be like a 12-minute level up if we have talents. We do have talents. All right. You know what? I have a two-handed. Sure, master that. That's easy enough. We don't have to be too picky. You got no talent, no offense. I still have no idea if we want to make our deck better or start removing cards. Let's get the card removal. Like, honestly, Strength has been doing great work for us there. You have no talent. Again, no offense. You, we're going to discard some stuff, because again, oh, a lot of this doesn't seem to be worth much. We need to get to the removals as quickly as possible. Alright. I mean, we don't need to do much because we're kind of, you know, crushing it right now. Recover some HP. Dungeons and Dragons roll. Absolutely. Scout out a path to a random node and apply a map boon. We got our HP back. Level 23, level 23, level 23. This one has a Wendigo. Let's go here. He's only using a one-handed weapon? But he's got... Oh, he's using one hand to brace. I've been tricked. We will heal. We'll still draw. It is an enormous dungeon. There is absolutely no doubt about that. Alright, all allies get crit. This is a weird one. Mend is fantastic. Then, like, Shatter Hit is good, and we will get follow-ups on it as well, which is pretty sweet. Then Far Shot is not that good. Honestly, we'd rather try to kill this guy to stop some damage from coming in. Show of Force is good. Keen Strike makes something cheaper. You should get Vulnerable first, then Precise Swing will finish the job. Then I'm like, 19, I'll hit you with that. Alright, so somebody is taking a big hit, unfortunately. But we're making good progress. Oh, whatever. This is why we have healing cards. I'm gonna be straight up with you, lady. I don't think you play anything. I think you just pass your turn. This is a primed shot, is gonna do a lot of damage. Let's have you get roasted. Let's have you get hit. Oh, you got closer! That might be good. This allows us to move at least down to here and get some guard instead of just using the Naruto. The Naruto does look good, don't get me wrong, but it's about what you're looking for, you know? 16 damage. It's a little much. How about one of these? One of these? One of these. Is this... It is a primed shot. What's the right time to figure that out? Like, you know, 20 minutes before we move on. Free helmet. I am getting a little loot overload. I'm like, I gotta get back to town and sell this loot immediately. Because I have too much of it. Get this improved arrow out of my deck. All I know is, like, I only want to care about legendaries. That's all I care for. You don't summon any units. You know what? Yeah, retain some cards. How about that? That sounds nice. The soup du jour. What's that? It's the soup of the day. Oh, that sounds good. I'll have that. Name that movie, chat. First person to get it right gets bragging rights. You are correct. It is Dumb and Dumber. Actually Impossible has gotten it correct. Inspiration. Use the inspiration. Easy clap. Easy clap in the chat, please. There you go. Alright, bow draw. You love to see it. It's gonna do 2388. It's not gonna finish the job on anybody for sure. But maybe retain a card. Sure. Dude, we have a lot of damage coming in here. I'm a little frightened. Show of Force is always nice. I'm like, a diving zone. It is pretty great. Still 12 damage on the field. I just hate leaving my Keen Strike on the field, because if we played that, we might be able to... Well, really, we'd only be able to do like 12 extra damage, but... Alright, when you put it that way, it doesn't seem that bad. You need the heal. And then honestly, I'm like, free guard for this guy? Yeah, we don't mind that at all. I mean, I gotta be honest, like... You're gonna melt these fools. Retain, shift. Shift's okay for 0. Now this is where Keen Strike starts to hit Pog City. Look at that, dude. Free boots. What's your favorite bread type, and why is it whole wheat? I'll surprise you perhaps. I feel, well, first off, thanks for gifting Richard a subscription. Thank you, thank you. I feel like whole wheat is actually not one of my favorite kinds of bread. I don't mind it, but and this is not to be like, oh, I'm so culturally enlightened or whatever, but I like a more kind of complex bread. You know, like a rye bread or a sourdough or a, you know, something with seeds or something with like, you know, olives in it or something like that. That's more my speed. Less of like, I need discards. Hold on. Let's go here first. Oh, you can't master these ones. I understand. So I like rye in particular is like, that's one of the ones for me. We need the Noyakin. The clay Noyakins. I left a comment on YouTube the other day, by the way. I was losing my mind. I apologize to the sponsor. I may say something I regret here. You realize, like, it just dawned on me the other day. So what is crust, right? All bread is dough. Crust is just the part where when it's baked, it's exposed to the direct heat, right? So people will literally be like, I don't like the part of the bread that's exposed to direct heat. Then these same fools will slice the bread or have it pre-sliced so that the stuff that was not exposed to the heat is exposed. They'll put that into the toaster to make it exposed to direct heat, which turns the bread into crust. And then when the toaster pops, they'll cut the crust off, which doesn't make any sense. You're like, I don't like crust. I'm gonna turn the whole bread into crust, and then I'm gonna cut the crust off because I don't like it. It's insanity, and I will no longer sit idly by. Hold on. You take this. And then we gotta do some quick rending so that you get some guard. Now we're talking. I can see the veins in his head. Yo, this hand sucks, dude. Are you attacking? You're going front row? You're going front row? Let's build a sentry turret in front of us then. Keep the shatter hit, though. Crust tastes kind of bad for real, though. Like, it's the same. It has a very, very slightly different texture, but it's the same molecular composition. It's not a very different texture. It's just a slightly different texture. That is Dan's argument. That it's the same molecular composition. Oh, this is good eats, though. You know what? Move over here. Quick mend. Baby's got the mends. Then move back. And I can't do anything. There you go. That's the ticket. I'm just like... You know, I have a lot of opinions on this, on foodstuffs, as we've talked about many times in the past. Dude, this deck is getting extremely litty. But do you have the same argument for people that don't like pizza crust? Yes, we've been down this road many times. I find it silly when people don't eat the crust for sure. Because you're eating crust in every bite of the pizza that you're eating to begin with. What do you mean you don't like the crust? I just watched you eat like this much of it in a big triangle. I feel like you may have had a point that the crust, like if you didn't like the crust as a, you know, 20 years ago, I would give you a little bit more credit. But since the invention and popularization of dipping sauces, I'm like look, I know it makes me look bad. It paints me in a bad light. But I'm like, there's picky eating, and then there's being like, I like bread, but I don't like cooked bread. Like, it's just, I'm like, it's bread. It's like the food everybody likes, and you're gonna take it one step further and be like, I only like it when it's like this. It just, here's my thinking. I was gonna finish this point earlier, but I didn't get there. I feel like it's like the broccoli thing. I feel like culture tells people, you know, it primes them for like, oh, the crust tastes bad. So as a kid, they eat it and it doesn't taste exactly the same as the rest of the bread, and they go, I don't like it. I think if you didn't tell a child that they don't, like, crusts are different, the amount of people that cut the crusts off would dip to like 0. Near zero. Near zero. Okay, hold on. This is a spicy fight here. We didn't draw things we like. You're getting hit pretty badly. Do me a favor and just do this. There are adults that cut the crust off. There really, truly are. They exist in the real world. Some of them are in this chat. They don't want to say it, but you know it's true. At the end of the day, you do like what you like. But I'm like, you know my belief about a lot of picky eating in my head is like, you don't actually know that you dislike it. You just convinced yourself at the age of 6 that you disliked it, and here you are at age 30 still thinking that you dislike it, even though your child brain liked it for a bad, or thought they didn't like it for a reason that doesn't make sense with adult logic. That's my take on that. I don't want to offend people, but that's my take on that. I want inspiration, and then you can have that vulnerability. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is a big one. This is not a primed hit. Yes, you should die. You should get hit. No, that was you. Not everyone dislikes food for the same reasons. So you're actually out here. You're like, with my adult brain, I'm like, I just don't like crust. It tastes weird. Ooh, pizza crust? Disgusting. I just don't buy it. I simply don't buy it. I think if I hooked up one of those helmets with the sensors on it, your brain would not compute with what you're saying. I think your brain would be like, you're lying. Hold on, I wasn't paying attention, but we still crushed it. She's gained 200 experience. We have a talent? No talent. I could have told you that. I don't know what we want. You know what? I'm like, I do know what I want to clone. Oh, I'm in an event. Sorry, that's my bad. Get me out. Oh, we have to do it with everybody? Alright, you need to roll a 5 or better. Great work. Now, this is the spicy one. You need to roll a 9 or better. So I guess NL likes pizza with no cheese, sauce, or toppings. Yes. If you were like, hey, I baked some pizza dough, do you want to eat some? I would be like, hell yes. I love bread. I would never order it like that, But if somebody was like, do you want to sample the pizza dough I just made? I would be like, that's awesome. I would love to. Okay, clone cleansing circle. Oh, you can't. You can't. Clone your good bouncing hit. That one's been pretty good. Y'all really out here eating bread without butter or sauces? You could... If the bread is good... I'm not saying it doesn't benefit from a little bit of butter. But like, yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. It's better without butter? Okay, that's just like insanity. That's madness. I'm not... Look, I'll eat just toast, but if I got butter, the butter's going on it. I'll get a knife dirty for that. Alright, this is good. 10 crit. All allies get more crit, and then a sick little bouncing hit here. Love to bounce on my deck. Now, you got killer crit. Cycle up. I hate to say it, because I know that this annoys people, but like, I'm telling you, it's very much a they hate him because he spoke the truth moment for me. Like, I think picky eaters, and remember that I was one, I think that they've been coddled so much, they've never been challenged on actually believing what they say. People in, like, there's some things where you're like, oh, if I don't like, you know, fish eggs, I'm like, I get it, that's kind of like an acquired taste, you know? I think we'll keep this. But when people are like, I like bread, but not the outside of the bread, I'm like, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Because I feel like you maybe have not had to defend that opinion for some time. Let's just see if your principles are as strong as they seem. Sometimes they are. Sinvicta maintains to this day that he has the enzyme that makes vegetables taste funny to him. He may. I have my suspicions. But he may. But even then, like, there's... The heralds send their regards. You've meddled in their affairs long enough. There's, degrees of picky eating. Like, if somebody's like, I don't like, you know, broccoli and cauliflower. I don't like kale or something like that. I don't like crickets, you know. I don't like mushrooms. I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. But when somebody's like, I don't like pizza crust, I'm like, come on, man. That's like being like, I like chicken strips, and then I come to you with chicken nuggets, and you're like, whoa, gross. Nuggets? No, I only like my battered chicken in strip form. And it's not weird, it's normal. They taste super different. They taste insanely different. You're crazy if you think otherwise. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We do need to draw this time. Now tell us about the slushy. I wouldn't dare. Hold on, this is big. That's a great attack. That's a great attack. Honestly, we're doing way better with our bard ever since we turned her into just another sword user. My life has been way better. $21.41. Okay. We roast you. We caustic. We smoke you, and you should get poisoned as well, and then a sick follow-up. You love to see it. Retain mend, please. Some people might be full, but then they just leave their crust rather than eat empty bread calories. That's fine. If you're full, and you're like, I'm not gonna eat the crust, that's cool. But if you're full, you don't eat the crust, and then you take another piece of that damn pizza, that's where we're gonna have words. Oh, I'm full. I couldn't possibly eat the crust. Num 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 num. That's where I'm like, dare I suggest it's a little unfair. I'm just gonna say it. It's a little unfair to the rest of us. For sure I gotta move, but then I'm like, it does not kill you, then I will guard. And I will retain this because it's very good. I also like don't care if you eat like if you don't eat your crust when you order a pizza for yourself. But if we're in a group event and you do the anecdote that I always tell, where a bunch of strangers were leaving their uneaten pizza crust in the top of the box, I was like, ugh, it's highly cursed. That's where I kind of hit in, you know, please don't do that levels, I suppose. But anyway, we all know I'm judgmental at this point. This is not a surprise. Hold on. Oh, we can't even cast it because they're in the back row. That's what we're looking for then. People, like, I feel like I'm losing my mind because people are like, they think they got me. They're like, do you mean to tell me you think the crust tastes good by itself? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. 100%, those are the words that are coming out of my... Like, if Kate doesn't eat her crust, and she's got a plate of, like, 2 crusts there, I'll just eat the crust even without any dipping sauce. With the dipping sauce is better, but, like, I'll just eat the crust, man. It's good. It's designed to be eaten. It's not like they took, like, a rock and then put, like, a little salt and pepper on it. Somebody made the dough recipe and then went like, kneaded the dough, threw it up in the air, let it rise, threw it up in the air, sliced it, made it into a circle, and then cooked it to be eaten. It's a recipe that's been passed down for like 3 generations. Anyway. With the cultist dead, you take a moment to ponder on the cultist's last words. You can't yet put a face behind the entity known as Asva or the Heralds, but you must be close. It's nothing you've ever seen before. Eventually, you find a common control panel connecting all of them together, and a single rusted lever. You push on the lever, but nothing happens. It appears that some source of power will be required to operate these machines. Alright. Look, here's the thing. Again, I don't ask you to eat the crust. All I ask you is to not take the high ground about eating the crust. Where you're like, I don't like it because of this, I don't like it. Just acknowledge, like, hey, sometimes I have to force myself to eat, like, the raw tomatoes that are in a dish. When I'm doing it, I'm not like, these are bad, but I'll bite the bullet. I'm like, I'm a dummy. It's a nutritious and vitamin-rich food that people find delicious. You eat enough of them, and then all of a sudden, I'm like every dish that we cook, basically, from our meal prep service thing, has raw tomatoes in it. I eat them 5 times a week. Now I like tomatoes. It's just that easy. Plus, it's tomato season, I think. Okay, so I have a Twitch question that I should know the answer to. Is there an easy way to find out how long I have been playing one specific game? I've gotten lost in the dungeon. I can check the VOD. I mean, that would be super helpful. You shouldn't have to do it. Like, I should know how to do it. But I do appreciate it. I know we're coming up close for sure. 2 hours and 10 minutes. If you shift tab, the overlay will tell you. I think maybe I have some of that stuff turned off. It doesn't seem to say. 2 hours and 10 minutes is right. All right, we're going to assign these talents then, and then we will move on. You know what? Oh, yeah, we want that. I forgot we had a shield. But again, Gordian. Exclamation point Gordian in chat. And, no, don't remove that. That's a good one. You can check this out on Steam. This is, I mean, if you thought... I have seen some people be like, I'm gonna wait until it gets out of early access, because I don't want to, like, spoil myself. That's your right. That's your prerogative. But at the same time, I'm like, you might want to get it now if you're planning on getting it, just so you can get a head start. Because in 4 hours of gameplay on the YouTube series and in the stream today, I believe we have made it like a quarter of the way through one of the acts. So, you know, it's a robust game. If you were worried about a lack of content, your worries, I'm here to tell you, are unfounded. We've basically been lost in a dungeon for like 3 hours. But thank you again to Mixed Realms for the sponsorship. It was awesome to be able to do this on YouTube and on Twitch. Much appreciated. And we'll take a little break here as we pivot, and we'll get Trackmania going. So I'm not doing the track of the day. I'm going to try to get some more author medals in the summer 2020 tracks. Because those, I don't think they rotate out, but we're gonna try to get them before autumn anyway.